Welcome to Two Gents, where two seasoned gents take on the hard truths of life, success, and responsibility. In a world where the rules don't bend for us, these gents believe in doing the work, owning the struggle, and inspiring others to take action. So, pull up a chair.
Hey, good evening. It's Tuesday, and Tuesday about 7:30, we always do this thing. Pastor A.F. Riggins, BG, out there. BG joining us live tonight. We on time, and we got something that we really need to engage in. So I'm gonna pass it to you, BG, and you pass it to Pastor Riggins. And I got a thing that I told Pastor Riggins I was gonna take care of this week that I didn't do last week. So I'm gonna do it as soon as I get it back.
Hey, Mr. Spikes, it used to be good afternoon, welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Good afternoon, welcome to Smoking Glass Hour. Good afternoon, welcome to Real People, Real Life, Real Answers. But nevertheless, that tell you how long we've been in this game. 10 or 12 years, long before podcast was even out there. We didn't know anything about it. We're still doing the same thing, still true to the cause. Good to be back tonight, man. I've been on and on and on. I've been able to tune in. I want to go back to last week, man. I want to give a shout out to Riggins for what he did. I went back and listened to that podcast, and it's exceptional when you listen to it because you got actual facts, okay, that can be backed up with proof. Not some of this stuff that they going on and on and on about this, that, doesn't. So hats off to Two Gents in the Mic, co-host A.F. Riggins, for bringing that live in living color historical information last week. And I got a couple of people that actually called me and messaged me and asked, about, Riggins and what we do, this, that, doesn't. So I was able to share some of that information and let them know, hey, look, we're here each and every week, and all they got to do is tune in and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Baron. Guys, really enjoy working with y'all all these years and just trying to get the truth out there. The Bible says faith without works is dead. And so I have a lot of faith, but this is where we do the work at. The work doesn't happen in the four walls. The work that happens outside the four walls. Often run Spikes to put up a photo of a church building with a bunch of empty seats. And what he's trying to do is give a subliminal message that if we say we're going to represent God in any kind of way, that's what I do, that it has to be outside the four walls. I know tonight's topic is going to be something current, something that's hot, and something that's fluid. And even after run and you decided to pick this topic, yesterday and today, two major events have happened, or three, that tells you that there's something brewing. There's something that's going to come out of this that I think is going to really stick. And Ron, I'm going to let you take off with the topic, and we'll go from there.
I think, Pastor, you're right, because when Glass gave this to me, because I asked him for a topic, and I always ask him for a topic, and Glass gave it to me, and at the time, everybody wasn't involved in it. When he gave it to me, it was like they was trying to sweep it under the rug. They was doing everything that they could. But since Glass gave it to me and we got started, and now I started putting this together, and I need to start off by apologizing to my co-host because I had thought I'd sent the link out on this earlier, and come to find out it was still in my draft box. So I had to send it out when Glass brought it to my attention. But getting on this Epstein stuff, Glass was saying that I don't think it's getting enough traction out there, that people wasn't really involved in it. They didn't think it was real, and it's a long relationship, and I'm gonna try to establish this thing. I got a couple of flashcards to establish a relationship, and Pastor, we can go wherever you want to go with this, or you and Glass can come with it. Since it was Glass show, we can come with it. But I got one thing I need to do. One presentation I need to do, because I told you last week I was going to get it, and that was going to be the first thing. And once I get through doing this, I'm going We're gonna go right into it.
Hey, Ron.
For the question, you asked me if you could make an announcement first. And I asked you for permission to make an announcement myself.
Would the sound man please turn Mr. Reagan's mic off for a minute?
Is this on? Mr. Green,
Did you turn that microphone
you
off,
asked for me if you would... I am paying for this microphone, Mr. Green.
Who's that guy, Pastor in the gray suit? I know you know him. I recognize his face.
Bob Dole.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm. See, Reagan, I told you. Reagan said, I paid for this microphone. And that was the end of that.
Hey, Ron, before, give me that number, 832. 832-856, because I'm going to announce a periodic 5964. Okay, yeah, we read it. But did you notice Reagan's that old mean cocky spirit in Reagan after he said what he said and how he looked over at his compadres and how they applauded him? See, that's what we have now multiplied times 1,000 because five or six people. Five people in particular have told this other person that they have absolute power to do whatever it is that they want to do. I'm interested to talk about, what we're talking about tonight, because if you still support this guy for whatever reason, then, two things. Number one, I don't want you to be around me. And number two, we can't be friends.
Yeah. Let me. Ronnie, are you gonna come up with you have cards for the history, or because
I got some stuff. I got a presentation.
Yeah, make your presentation, and I'll start talking after you make a presentation.
I wanted to establish a link between Epstein and Trump. Trump's trying to dodge and act like he don't know who Epstein is, and it's so much stuff that Trump's denying at this point. And it's so, as y'all continue to talk and we get past this little portion, Glass, if whoever wants to go first, just go first. I'm gonna just flash the cards through after y'all start talking, so we can kind of stay on the point.
Oh, I thought you were making the presentation right now. Go ahead, Baron.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's real simple, Ron. Riggins. I look back to 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, maybe even 50. When your parents, your mama, your dad, or whoever taught you that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And everything that we have stood for and against, everybody is supporting and accepting that now in this person. Lies, deceit, everything that's negative, every attribute that the devil has, and the devil has followers. I understand it. So obviously this person, has followers. But relative to whether you believe in this person or not, if you got people that are basically taking advantage of young, innocent females, and you still support this, then it's just no relationship.
Yeah, let's get into it a little bit.
Okay.
The reason why you hear they say MAGA is now divided over this is because Trump's been accused since 2015 and 16 of about 30 women that he either sexually assault or raped. Trump went to trial last year and lost a lawsuit in which E.G. Carroll, in which he physically assaulted her in a dressing room in Saks Fifth Avenue with his fingers, proven in court. The judge called it a sexual assault, but it was civil court. And he was fined, or he lost a $500,000 lawsuit with this. What people said that she say stuff is that, well, Trump was rich, he had a lot of money, women like to be around him. He'll say yes, they'll say no, and then they'll get drunk, then they'll do it, then they'll say they wanted Trump money. So that's why they kept going back and forth. That's why even the 25 women that they had or whatever, when we run against Hillary Clinton, nobody wanted to put a lot of weight into that. But the reason why it matters, the reason why a lot of Republicans are upset right now, because I don't care how racist you may be, I don't care how redneck you may be, and I'm sorry for using that terminology if somebody's offended by it. I don't care how backwoods you may be, how poor you may be, you do not mess with people's children. And Epstein had a laundry list of sex trafficking when sex trafficking wasn't even on the radar. The lady in prison right now was his madam. She was the one that arranged all this. And when Epstein was in jail and Bill Barr was the Attorney General under Trump, he paid Epstein a visit that night. Within an hour later, with 2 minutes of footage that's disappeared from that prison, Epstein was dead. Because Trump didn't ever think the Epstein stuff would come out. Fast forward, Elon Musk rigged the election. Until you prove me different, he rigged that election.
Pastor, you know what? Pastor, me and you always have words on that, but I'm gonna tell you, it's at a point right now where, with everything that's coming out and going on, it's probably true that somehow Elon Musk rigged the election, and that's something that we're gonna have to revisit at another time.
Yeah, right. I throw that in there because I'm gonna tell you why. Biden was sleeping at the wheel. We'll leave that alone right now.
Yeah, I'm not going there. I think that we need to.
But when Elon Musk,
we need to establish that relationship.
Elon Musk,
I'm sorry, Pastor.
when Elon Musk fell out with Trump, Elon Musk know where all the goodies at. He know where the dead bones at. He know where the stuff at. So Elon Musk has come out and said, "Hey, Trump, you want to get rid of me? I'm gonna expose you. You have done stuff with Epstein." Because at the time, Trump is a rich, racist, philandering, womanizer. At the time, he's not even thinking about running to be president of the United States. He's just living his life to the full off his daddy money, everybody else's money, and chasing women and messing with little girls. But now the house coming to the surface, and now he want to run and hide because this is the one thing that can take down his presidency. He's been impeached twice and beat the impeachment twice. Even January 6th, in which he committed treason and insurrection, he beat that. Because people don't really care about politics, really. People really don't care about politics. They just want whatever really happens economically at their house, and whoever represents them, they like their senator or their representative, and they'll say, well, they're all crooked. So the stuff they impeached him on, the Russia stuff, the stuff they impeached him on about January 6th, they say, oh, they all dirty. But when you start to mess with somebody's children, there's another thing coming. I'm going to stop right there. I got more to say later.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that people get confused on, and this is one of the slides, is that Giuffre Epstein, a lot of people may not know him, but he was a financier and convicted sex offender who ran sex trafficking operations, targeted minors, and like Pastor said, before the time that we started putting it on the radar. This was 1999 and the 2000 until his arrest in 2019. Donald Trump was, at the time, he was a real estate mogul and a media personality and a prominent figure in New York's elite social. So they both knew each other, and that's how they established a relationship with each other. Go ahead, Pastor.
The one word. He was a what? The first word. A financier. A financier.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
Trump needed his money.
Mm-hmm.
See, Trump was always grabbing somebody's money and using somebody's money. That's how they became buddies. And then, by the way, he running women. So now Trump running girls, and Trump running women in that circle. That's how they connected first. Financier.
Trump was accused of sending a suggested letter in Epstein's 2003 birthday album. And that's starting to come out too. That's one of the things that's starting to come out right now. And, you know.
And guess who bought it out? Wall Street Journal. And the Wall Street Journal has been an endorser of Trump or are not endorsing anybody to let Trump have his way, because most of the people on Wall Street Journal editorial board likes the economic policies that the Republicans have. And for the Wall Street Journal, not the Washington Post, who usually go after Trump, not New York Times, not Newsweek, but the Wall Street Journal brought this out. Go ahead.
And then he files for suit. Now, if you're innocent, why you got to sue the people? You're the president of the United States. You're gonna get everything given to you during this cycle. So I'm at a loss on that one, Pastor.
No. Let me tell you how Trump operates, man. Before Trump became president, I don't know, Barry, we used to talk about this on Blog Talk Radio. Trump had filed 4,000 lawsuits against people, and 3,500 people had filed against Trump. And what it is this: he wouldn't pay people for work they did, or if anybody said something about him he didn't like, or anything that tried to get in his way, he said, "I'll take you to court."
Mm-hmm.
Whether he had the money or not, he'll tie up the issue long enough till he run. That's how he ran the clock out on. That's why Garland, whatever his name was, Merrick Garland, was not the one. He was not the one. He wasn't ready for how Trump do business. Eric Holder would have slapped it on him from the beginning, because Trump knows how to use the court to run the clock on anything. I'm going to sue you. And I'll sue and sue and sue. Whether I win or lose, it's going to be a suit. And if I lose, I'm just not going to pay. And so right now, first thing he says, I'm going to sue Wall Street Journal. So he can what? Tie it up in court to make it look like he didn't really write that letter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the lady that you're talking about is, what's her name? Maxwell.
Yeah, Maxine. No,
Grizzly, whatever her name is.
Yes,
I'm gonna butcher it, but that was his right hand person.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell. You're right. Thank you for
Epstein's madam. In other words, let me try and bring it down to what everybody can understand. He was a high dollar pimp.
Absolutely.
And she was the one. Like if you have a prostitute ring and a woman be running it,
yeah,
she was running the sex trafficking. She was running it. She's in prison for that right now. She got a black book with all the stuff in it.
But here's the deal, Pastor. They said there ain't no list.
Huh?
They said it ain't no list.
No. Here's what it is. She got a black book with all the names and stuff in it. What they said about the list is this: they went to court. For him and for Epstein and her to be convicted, is a lot of sealed documents of what really happened. So that's quote unquote, if you unseal those documents, and now the Attorney General Bundy has it, FBI have it, in those documents are names. In those documents are evidence of why these people was convicted.
Mm-hmm.
So Trump's name supposedly is in these documents. He don't want those documents to come out. That's what they mean by list. Some people say Bill Clinton in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
What you know, Bill Cosby could be in there. You don't know. You don't know. Known people who've been, what's his name? Weinstein. Remember that Weinstein guy?
Mm-hmm.
He could be somebody in there. Anyways, anybody that was a big time willer dealer in the finance or entertainment or political world that wanted to have that kind of lifestyle. They might have had some stuff going on with them with prostitution was actually of legal age, or it could be some women, the girls was underage, but their names are involved, and Trump name is in there, or he would not be acting like this.
And I don't think that he's the only one in there. And you brought up a name. I want to try to stick with Trump, tying Trump to Epstein, and I think that's our objective.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you start throwing other names out there, it confuses people.
Yeah.
And I can say I'm good at that. I'm guilty of that. Glass, I can say I'm guilty of that because I want to tie this guy to everybody that's out there. Yeah. The only reason why Trump came out and said anything, it wasn't because of what's going. It was because it was people were putting pressure on him. People were frustrated. His own people in his own party became frustrated with him, and they want to know. And it's like Pastor said early on, you know, you have to realize that Trump didn't want this. He wanted to try to sweep this up under the rug. He was using everything in the media to take your attention away from it, and that's what Glass was trying to establish. He said, "Wait a minute, Ron, we need to go back and look at this, because it's like everybody just sweeping over it, but it was like a bomb. It exploded in between the time before we even got on the air." So I don't know what made you come up with that idea, Glass, but it exploded. Can you explain that?
Well, Ron, you remember I'm a student of politics. I've been involved in it pretty much all my life. You know, it's always it's what's not said, it's what's said the loudest. And I, you know, follow these people, follow these guys. I studied them when they're on television. I watch their move. I watch what excites them. I watch what depresses them. So, I mean, just look at Puff Daddy recently. You know, if he's got the money to do it, again, we don't even have to make an assumption about this guy. We've heard him on video. We've heard him on tape. He's been convicted. He's lied and said that he didn't know him. We got pictures that's coming out, breaking news by CNN as of an hour ago. So if your kid, Riggins, Ron, if your kid was lying to you, that kid is lying to you for a reason, and you're not going to continue to believe him. So my question is, if this guy started lying over the past 5, 10, 15, well, all of his life, and you still following a liar, then what does that say about you? He's a liar. He's to me, he's every attribute of what the devil has.
For instance, 2016, I grabbed him by the
right.
And that's what he did to Eugene Carroll. He went into the dressing room and grabbed the bottom.
Right.
And said it, and got it recorded on tape. You can't deny it. I mean, if you like Glass just got through telling you, go on the internet and just Google Trump and Epstein right now. I mean, all those pictures are starting to come out with those. I'm gonna try to get some of them up tonight while we're talking about this, but I mean, you have to realize that this is something that's really important that's coming out, and it needs to be broken down. You may not see nobody else try to establish a relationship with Trump and Epstein, but we're gonna do it here tonight. And that last slide that I put up, Pastor didn't even know it was up there, and he had already started talking about it. So you're not dealing with somebody that don't know the subject matter.
Right. Well, Ron, what if it was your kid's bus driver? What if it was your kid's teacher? What if it was your kid's football or basketball coach? What if it was your kid's ballet teacher? Nobody would be following this guy. They would be trying to get these people the hell out of Dodge. But all of a sudden, it don't matter well, it may not matter to them, but it matters to us because, hey, look, like they said, the worst thing that can happen now is that anybody in this country can be president. And, you know, they used to say that, but it had a different meaning. But now, Riggins, I wouldn't want to be nothing close. I wouldn't even want to walk in that office behind this dude.
Let me tell you
Absolutely. We got a couple of comments coming in, Glass. While Pastor Riggins getting his thoughts together, can you kind of take them?
Yeah. Also, if you want to call in, it's 832-856-5964. Ron, you're going to make me put my glasses on. I think that's a positive D. Epstein was found guilty, but because of who he was, who he knew, they gave him 18 months and then gave him work release for 10 to 12 hours a day. He got off easy, shaking my head. He was a pedophile. 100% Trump helped try to hide what they found on Epstein's house. Ron, exactly. And see, what we're talking about now is the moral compass of this particular place. Is it even recognizable, Riggins? Is it even worth telling your kid this, that, thus, and so? You know, that's why, Ron, is very important to continue to preserve history, because if you continue to go through all this other stuff, it ain't gonna be no history for nobody. For nobody to know about.
Let me tell you something. I've been in education. I'm going into my 27th year in education. Don't even touch a minor. Let me send something on a computer to them, or send a text to them, or try to solicit them. They're gonna throw me up under the jailhouse, like my mama say. They're gonna rip my career from me. I'm going to lose my reputation. I'm going to lose my ministry, my pastorate, all my years of education. And they're going to send me down to jail like R. Kelly. And somebody in the jail going to try to rape me or beat me down.
Right.
Let me do that. I don't have to touch a girl. Oh, boy. Just let me send something crazy to them. Okay?
Absolutely.
Here's a man who is involved in this mess. He not knee deep, he neck deep in it.
Absolutely.
And
I'm trying to wait.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna leave this part alone and come back to it again. That Johnson guy, who's supposed to be so Jesus Christ, saved to the bone, born again. What's his first name? The Speaker of the House.
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Bible belt. Bible thumping. Don't talk to me now. Don't talk to me. Lo and behold, Trump convinced him to shut down the Congress till September so they won't vote on releasing the stuff. But oh, he a man of God. Oh, he prayed. You play with, hey, don't pray and play with the devil.
Yeah, and here's the thing that you're gonna see as a common theme, Pastor. As we go through this, I kept on seeing Mar-a-Lago.
Mm-hmm.
Mar-a-Lago served a purpose for Trump's and Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Trump doesn't want to get out. He doesn't want that information to get out. He doesn't want people to know about it. I hope Glass come back in soon. Glass,
Yeah.
Wait. I need you to handle something because I know how you're gonna do it, but I need this handled real quick because if I do it, I might not make the point. Now, this is one of our listeners out there.
Y'all clown. What you ought to be talking about is Obama and he's signing. Well, we might talk about that the next show, Wayne. While you coming in with this disingenuous comment, maybe you need to listen in and what we said before you start to making a critical analysis of what's going on. Otherwise, if this may not be the show you want to listen to, go on over to the next one.
Man, let me tell you something, man. This is what's wrong with our society today. Religious, Pharisaic, judgmental clowns, since he said we're a clown.
Hold on, Rick. Here's my thing. Why shouldn't you be talking about both of them?
Right, but no, the point about it is, let me tell you what. I got friends, and some of them might be gay. I can't say, okay, man, because you gay, I'm not gonna be gay. I got co-workers who gay. What I'm saying, I ain't gonna speak to you because you gay. In other words, he's mixing apples and oranges. This ain't about a bum and no boy. Every boy should have a friend that's gay. This is about a man raping girls. That's President of the United States. This is what this is about. This is what this is about. And since he brought it up, I was gonna hold off and let y'all talk about some more. But since he brought it up, let me go in on it. Trump knows that whatever they find out about him is gonna be very bad. So what does Trump do? First of all, Trump thought about this ahead of time. Because one of the first days he came in office, he said, I'm going to do two things. I'm releasing files on JFK. I'm releasing files on MLK. Let me go all the way back to my grandfather talk. In 1985 and 86, my grandfather sat there in their living room, my grandmother chuckling as he talked to me. So you think John F. Kennedy? He said, they got the files on him. He's in a black box. When it all come out, you find out why he got killed. He said, I love MLK. You born the same year he died. He said, the FBI got some stuff for MLK that they won't show everybody.
And see, Rick, see this the type of stuff, that gets me to boiling now. Only an ignorant fool would try to tell somebody what they should or they shouldn't be doing. You don't have a right to tell somebody what they should or should not talk about. We talk about what we feel like we want to talk about. If you don't want to listen to it, you can go on somewhere else. If you want to listen to it, we talk about Obama. We talk about everybody. As a matter of fact, we're not Democrats or Republicans. So when you come in on the tail end and show your real ignorance, I really don't want to address this. It's really stupid, for people to just be so ignorant to the fact to where they feel like the only way that you can be a part of something is make yourself look like an ass.
Well, let me tell you something else. If I don't want to watch bull riding tonight, I'm gonna go watch wrestling. If I don't want to watch wrestling, I'm gonna go watch football. I want to watch football, I'm gonna watch basketball. So if you don't like watching our show, bye-bye. That's how I say it.
My thing is this,
bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. I don't have a problem. I don't disagree with anything that y'all saying, but don't let the door hit where the door split you. Bye. Okay. Hey, we're not gonna stop our show because you don't like it. That means that we don't. Pastor, he didn't even ask it in the form of a question. He didn't even say. He just came out and he wanted to change the whole dynamics of the show.
But
I know that we look like we can answer anything. We can take on all things at one time. But we're talking about Epstein and Trump, and that sounds like somebody trying to direct us another direction.
Oh yeah.
We didn't been on. I don't know if you got it.
That's Citizen X, man. We ain't.
Yeah, Citizen X.
Okay.
The other guy. Do the other
We
guy.
move to the next slide then.
About here from Nigeria and all that stuff. That both.
Yeah.
We've been fighting that for years. Hey, we're not new to it. We're true to it, buddy.
Absolutely.
We're true to it, Wayne. Right? Bye bye. Okay. Now, second thing, Trump comes out, and he's trying to release all these files. I mean, okay. So let me get the record on the record. Black folk been knowing, people who study history been knowing that MLK was having affairs as a Baptist preacher living the civil rights movement. It all has come out years ago.
Mm-hmm.
His wife knew it. How does his wife know? Because J. Edgar Hoover, who was gay, come on with me.
Wait, Pastor, slow down right there. Because I'm gonna tie some stuff together that y'all need to hear. I'm gonna call out some names. And I was driving to Dallas and I got this information on one of our favorite radio stations, Urban View.
Mm-hmm.
J. Edgar Hoover, Ronald Reagan, Gerald Ford. It was one more person. Let me think of who it was.
Probably Kissinger.
No, it wasn't Kissinger. They called one more person. But the thing that they had in common was this. J. Edgar Hoover found out that the media was a source that he could control the narrative of what was going out to the public. And I'm gonna tie this all back to Trump. He found out that he could control the media by controlling the narrative that was going out to the public. At that time, they was using Hollywood.
Yes.
The media was controlled by Hollywood. The news, every station was controlled out of Hollywood. Well, guess who was over the actors? I think it was the Actors Guild or president.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan was nothing but a media guy and a radio jock, a radio media guy, and an actor. Yeah.
So whatever false information that J. Edgar Hoover wanted to pass on to the people, he went through Ronald Reagan. Yeah. They controlled the media back then, and that's pretty much what Trump is kind of doing with his media. When every time that you cut on a media station, doesn't matter where it's at, they always saying Trump. So what he's using the media for is to get his narrative and get his speeches out there, so people fall away from what they really should be talking about, like Epstein, this relationship with Epstein, and how they fell out.
Here's the thing, though, Mr. Spikes.
Yes,
back to the Obama situation. I think you, me, and Riggins and I would say, if Obama is convicted of treason, then let the law and the facts speak for themselves. We're not supporting somebody who's doing wrong. So if Obama, Clinton, whatever other person that's out there, hell, if you did something wrong, it is what it is.
But I'm not even get to Obama yet. I'm still on.
No, we ain't talking about Obama.
I ain't got that yet. I'm going to Obama.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. But go ahead and handle
Big T said that individual attempted to do what Trump and his party has been doing all along, distract the public from the truth. That's exactly right. But see, T, what we do is we're going to fact check a little bit. We're going to push back on it because when they come in looking for heat, that's exactly what they're going to get. They can't distract us. They can't discourage us because we've been true to this. We've been on this game for about 10 or 12 years, long before Roland Martin, Shannon Sharp, and all those other people doing. We appreciate the support out there. But you are exactly right. You know, just like mainstream media, distort the message and divide the people. Go ahead, Ron Riggins.
Yeah. See, so MLK was having affairs. That was wrong. It was wrong. J. Edgar Hoover bugged every room he was in. See, that was bugging him, called him a communist. It was bugging his rooms to try to catch him something politically, to try to minimize his impact on civil rights, his fight against the Vietnam War and all that. In bugging him, everywhere he was at, they discovered he was having affairs.
Mm-hmm.
They sent the stuff, they sent the tapes in brown manila envelopes to his wife's house. His wife still stood by him.
Mm-hmm.
There was an in-house problem they had to deal with. But they could not damage his reputation enough. And so when they couldn't damage his reputation enough, they had him assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
And they pinned it on James Earl Ray. They asked James Earl Ray to drive down from California in a white Mustang and told him to pick up a box at that armory thing across from the Lolita Hotel.
Wait a minute, Pastor. Before you go any further on, let me put my conspiracy in there. Where was Ronald Reagan at?
Hollywood. And James Earl Ray drove from California.
Okay. I just want to add that in.
I knew he was going with it. And the man went to pick up the box, but the box had the gun in it that they had shot King with, a 30-06, in the neck like a deer. That's what I used to shoot a deer, 30-06. Mm-hmm. And then they caught him at the airport because they told him they gave him a plane ticket to go to London. He just carrying the box.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Rick, you know, man, I can't let stuff go, man. You know, it bothers me that people feel like they can control what you feel like you want to talk about. It bothers me that people feel like everything that they do and say is important and what you say is not. You know, man, this anyway. Go ahead on, Rick.
I do Ron put Barrett on it, and Barrett ain't gonna let go of it.
You know, Barrett ain't. Barrett, handle D. Get this comment real quick so I can get it off.
It's positive D out there. You know, we ain't gonna let you know, this stuff sidetrack us, man. You know, I'm just you know, I wish they had Riggins and I out there questioning all these people when you ask them something and then they give this little softball answer. It makes absolutely no sense. But I guess, you know, in all actuality, people are not really looking for the truth, Riggins. They're really not. And
they don't want to hear the truth. They rather hear a sugar-coated lie than hear the truth.
But look what Positive say. Go back with Positive.
Okay. And then I want to make a point after you get through.
They found out it went on many years before he got caught. He only got caught because someone reported him molesting their 14-year-old daughter. I guess it was Epstein. I guess she's talking about Epstein.
Yeah, I don't know who she was talking about, but yeah. Pastor, you know this slide that I got up right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do we say it's always about? Money.
Yeah.
He fell out with Musk. The reason why he fell out with Epstein was over a piece of property. They say that it was a piece of property, oceanfront property, that Epstein had brought him over to look at the property because Epstein was going to buy the property, and he was bringing Trump to show him the property because he was going to ask him could he move the pool of the property, and then by the time the property came up for bid, come to find out Epstein had somebody that was bidding against him, and he couldn't figure it out because really when he brought it, the only person he had told it to was Trump.
Yeah. So
Trump was out there, got the money from somebody else because Epstein said he really didn't have the money. He don't know who. It was somebody else that Trump was representing. It was a $40 million piece of. Trump ended up paying 40, where Epstein was trying to get it for 35. So everybody that this guy has come into contact with, he has somehow backstabbed him, lied on him, took him down, and just destroyed them. While he was in the process, this Glass, what do you call him? A devil? His reputation, he is a devil.
Yeah.
He is the devil.
Yeah. Mr. Spikes, 832-856-5964. Mr. Tolliver, if you out there, we would love to get your opinion. I hear that you have another butt out there, Mr. W. M. I won't call his name, but first initial W, last initial M. We love to hear what you guys are saying. Mr. T from down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You guys, if you're out there, we would love to hear some other versions, some other topics, some other concerns. Because, like I said, we try to keep it hot, but at the same time, we try to give you the opportunity to talk about this, that, and other. However, we won't let you control the narrative, but we will let you become a part of it. So, if you're out there, Mr. Tolliver, Mr. WM, and Mr. T, I know you're out there. Positive D, 832-856-5964. We would love to hear what you got to say.
Good. Let me bring up the bumper part now.
Go ahead, Riggins.
So Trump now makes a interview today saying Obama and them committed treason. Let me say something. You only could commit treason against the country and against the actual elected officials of the country, which Trump did do on January 6, 2021. Obama approved the investigation of Trump in 2016. Trump wasn't president. He was running for president in collusion with Russia. You can't commit treason against a candidate. But if Riggins is running for president and I'm doing something wrong, investigate me. That's not treason.
But Riggins, you remember the Supreme Court just ruled that presidents, number one, cannot be prosecuted. Number two, they have absolute immunity. They can do whatever they want to do as long as it's in the best interest of the country. So why are all of these? Why? That's why I say these people are so dumb. They say that the rules don't apply to certain people. It don't apply. It don't apply to them. But when certain people have the same attributes that they do, it's really showing to me how modern day stupidity really looks, that unfolds out live and in color. Ron, I don't know if you got a call back there or not.
Yeah, whoever the caller was, they hung up. And if you want to call back, I'll stop. When we say caller, I'll make sure you get in. I'll apologize.
You got to press. You got to press 1 to.
Yeah. They didn't stay on long enough for me to press 1.
Yeah, Rick.
But here's the deal, though. Let's just throw away the whole thing about the immunity thing that Trump got for himself, which applies to Obama now. But Obama did. But Trump knows that this is not. He's just changing the subject. In other words, you can't have treason against a citizen that's running. You can't have treason. You got to have treason against the government. You got to have treason against an elected official who's running the government. Trump was running for president in collusion with Russia. Obama approved the investigation. The investigation proved out. We know what happened in the Mueller report. This is not treason, but it's him just making up something to change the subject because he's caught red-handed with the Epstein stuff.
But Riggins, remember, the current Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, guess who signed off on this?
+183.
Rubio.
Yeah, I know.
WM.
That's WM.
Hey, caller, how you doing? Glass, go ahead and take it if you want to.
Hey, I'm doing good.
WM, man. Hey,
I'm doing good. Thanks a lot for taking my call. Definitely interesting conversation. One of the things that I did want to add to it is that I don't know if you guys heard here just recently, the U.S. Attorney General, Pam Bondi, she fired the lead prosecutor.
Right.
On the Epstein case. The lead prosecutor's name is Maureen Comey, James Comey's daughter.
Right.
And Pam Bondi fired her because Pam Bondi and is wanting to get with her, or they're wanting to get to interview Ghislaine Maxwell to cut some type of a deal.
Right.
They can't do that with the lead prosecutor.
Come on now.
In the room to be able to hear that because they would be a witness. So they fired her, and now I believe that they're going to go behind closed doors and make some kind of deal with Ghislaine Maxwell to keep everything hush hush, to where things won't come out, or probably going to try and debunk everything that's trying to debunk the truth that's out there. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Hey, WM.
It's a little disheartening when I got that news about that. So,
WM.
Satan has all kinds of schemes, but you know what? We believe in God, and God will always have the truth come out.
Right. Hey,
and that's all I wanted to say. But this is my first time in your show. I think thanks to my friend for inviting me in, and I'll shut up and listen now.
Just hold on just a minute. That's got something you want to say to you, WL.
Before you go off,
yes,
you heard as recent as I think maybe the last 2 or 3 hours, if maybe a little bit longer, that Todd Blanche has they are in talks to go meet with Maxwell to maybe offer some type of immunity or something like that to get her to start talking and folding. And see, for the other individual to say that these things are not something that we need to talk about. This is exactly why, because when you get 5 or 6 people talking about it, everybody started connecting these dots, and the information that you just provided, it adds to what we're talking about. So when you got the deck stacked with the legal system, that's what they're trying to do, backdoor this thing so nothing comes out, and those that are on that list. And we believe that the person that's in charge of this country right now is the #1 person on that list.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the deal. I mean, if you can tie this guy to Mar-a-Lago, that's Trump. Where do you go when you go on vacation? Whatever you're gonna do.
That's his
when he was putting all that propaganda.
No, that's
that
his
was
Florida
Mar-a-Lago.
home. That's his Florida home.
Yeah.
That is his Florida home. That ain't just a vacation home. That's his Florida home.
Wait. Let me tell you something else about that while we talking. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling for calling in. You're welcome to call in at any time. Anytime. I'm sorry. I'm like you. But Trump took that piece of Mar-a-Lago, and let me tell you what he did, Pastor. His ex-wife, when she died, I'm gonna tell you about this guy. His ex-wife, when she died, he buried her on that piece of property. And you know, by him burying on that golf course down there, guess what that property became in the state of Florida? Tax exempt.
The cemetery.
Tax exempt. I just read that earlier before we went on the air. And I'm like, this dude took his ex-wife, buried her on the property in Mar-a-Lago, and
that's exactly what a devil will do.
There's no dignity at all.
I was about to call you and let you come in, Glass.
There's no dignity at all. No dignity.
That's what I'm saying. But you got these supposedly 100% Bible believers that say that they believe in Christ, but believe in everything that Christ stood against.
Absolutely. I know I say that word because it's kind of stuck in my vocabulary. Absolutely, Glass. Absolutely. But here's the thing. They say Trump banned for Epstein from Mar-a-Lago, but there's no evidence out there that confirms it. Some speculate that Epstein believed that Trump tipped off. Wait. This is probably true. Some speculate that Epstein believed that Trump tipped off the Palm Beach police who received a report about a young woman at Epstein's home in November 2004, leading to a 2005 investigation. No evidence, I can't read it. No evidence supports this theory. But just think about it. Isn't that within his ability? He mad. They both mad at each other. And what's the first thing Musk did was start throwing stuff out there in the media against Trump. Now they're not buddies, and Trump starts slinging mud. They sling mud at each other.
But it's against anybody, Ron. It's against anybody that goes against him, whether it's his best friend or his wife. If his daughter were to come out against him, he'll go against her. That's the devil, man.
Absolutely.
He's nothing but the devil.
Evidence of their interactions. The 1990s marked the peak of their friendship, documented through social events. They were photographed together at events like a 1997 Victoria's Secret Angels party in New York. Victoria's Secret Angels party in New York, and multiple Mar-a-Lago gatherings. The 1992 NBC footage shows Trump's whispering to Epstein at a Mar-a-Lago party, with Trump calling one woman that. Flight logs, court documents from Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, 2001 22-1 trial revealed Trump flew Epstein's private jet, dubbed the Lolita Express, many times between 1993 and 1994. Typically between New York and Florida, passengers sometimes include Marla Maples, Trump's then wife, their daughter Tiffany, a nanny, and possibly Maxwell, listed as GM. No evidence places Trump on flights to Epstein's Little St. James Island, where much of the abuse occurred.
You see that St. James Island is where they would fly them girls out. And just think about it. You're a young lady, you're able to get on a private jet and everything else and fly with these guys out there. You may be innocent, but because they pick you out, you getting on that jet and you going out there. You think that you're doing something. And they get you there and they do whatever they gonna do with you. Glass, say it. Come on in, Glass. Say it. There ain't nothing but what?
The devil. Again, Ron, like I said, the truth always have a trail. The lie has a creative trail. It's so many trails that exist to where, hey, look, all we looking for is the truth. If Obama, if my mama, if my sister, or whoever, if you're on the list and you did this to women, we ain't giving no pass. We ain't right. We ain't giving no pass.
And Pastor, here's the thing. We put out the information. I'm gonna let you handle this next one, Pastor. But we put out the information for you to go out and do your own research. If you don't get it here, it's gonna be in the recording. I stopped doing shorts because shorts, what they did was they took you away from the long thing where you could go back and look at it and go out and research the facts that we have up here. This is just something that we put out there. We put the information out there. You make your own decision. That's all we're asking you to do. But go out there equipped with something that you can talk about or make a decision on.
Now watch this. The slide before this says Marla Maples and Tiffany flew out there to Florida a lot. No evidence of him being with the going to St. James Island. This slide right here gonna say no evidence against Trump. If all of these slides are saying no evidence, but at the same time he acting a fool because he's scared the evidence gonna come out. In other words, if all these slides we're reading about so far, somebody ain't saw nothing, nobody ain't put no record, why is he acting a fool about it?
Well, Riggins, you also got the lady that's been out on the networks that asked them that actually passed the polygraph test. Talking about that. So, again, as long as the rules apply to somebody else, I don't get these people, man. It's just a bunch of devils.
Yeah.
Come on, Pastor.
Several allegations against Trump. Several allegations have surfaced, but none have been substantiated with credible evidence. In 2024, former model Stacey Williams alleged that in late winter or early spring 1993, Epstein, whom she briefly dated, took her to the Trump Fifth Avenue penthouse. She claimed Trump groped her while smiling at Epstein, describing it as a twisted game. Epstein later berated her for allowing it. Trump denied it, and no corroborating evidence has been made in public. But this is just what he said. I grabbed him by the pee.
That's what, Pastor, when you was reading that out, that's what came out of my mind.
And what he did was right in front of Epstein, he grabs her. And Epstein looked at her like, and he can't stop Trump as his buddy. He want the girl to stop her. The girl don't know what to do. She's stuck with two rich people, powerful. She feeling all bad about it. And then whenever they leave, Epstein jumps on her. You let him grab you. She's like, well, this your friend.
And this is and see this. The thing about it is that in early '93, these guys had power.
Oh, yeah.
You see how he came out in the media and crucified those black boys in New York. Took out a whole page ad, and come to find out they didn't even touch it. They didn't even touch that girl. Wasn't even nowhere near it.
For it to be on every bus. Yeah, $1 million for it to be on the ad on every bus. On the side of the buses, these boys had done that.
And 20, 30 years later, he still hadn't apologized.
No. Elon Musk, go ahead.
I'm trying to get there, Pastor. I thought I had something written on that page, but I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna get off of that. But Pastor, Elon Musk was the one where he
Elon Musk said, hey, Elon Musk when he left Trump and him and Trump started not believing in each other, or he don't like why Trump doing things, he said, hey, he says Trump's name is in those files.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, because Trump never believed that Elon Musk was gonna turn against him.
Yep.
Multi-billionaire, didn't help him win the election by cheating, I believe. And then he tried to call Elon Musk a drug head, a dope head, and all that stuff, which he might do dope and all that stuff. But at the same time, Elon Musk know what Trump told him.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what Trump said. And now Elon Musk said, hey, Trump is in the files.
Mm-hmm.
And this was sparked all this. Because Elon Musk came to, it wasn't a Democrat that came with it. It's a Democratic hoax. Everything's always a Democratic hoax. No, you are a joke. And that's saying a lightning. The Bible says a fool that said in his heart there is no God. He said he don't need to ask God for forgiveness or nothing.
Yep.
He drink the juice and eat the cracker. Well, guess what? That's the devil.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to break down this slide. What it said is Trump had a role in Epstein's case, and that's the reason why we can't get the information out there right now, because Trump's name is intertwined with Epstein so much that information probably will never get out. He won't allow it to come out, and if it comes out, it's gonna be redacted. Well, you're gonna have to guess what's in there. So I had all of that put in there. I thought it would have showed up, but it didn't. In 2009,
what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of black lines, and names is covered up, and that's going to mean that Trump's name is covered up in that.
Yeah, and they're going to try to do it. They might not even put out. And Trump called Epstein. This is what Pastor just got through. This is what we just got through saying. In response, Trump called Epstein controversy a Democratic host, defending Bundy, and urged supporters to move on, claiming nobody cares. Oh, where do you get that information from?
No, that's what he want to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He want to change the narrative. We've been talking about how he likes to change the narrative and what he likes to do. Trump is in trouble. This is the first time that I've ever seen Trump in trouble, and he's seriously worried about it. But the only thing about him being in trouble this time is that he is the one that has the ability to release the information. If anybody else would have had it, it would have been out by now.
Well, Biden them could have released it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is what makes me so upset. That's why I'm an independent.
Right.
Politics is dirty. So if you playing football, you don't bring a basketball jersey and some shorts out there because you're going to get creamed. You need to put on some pads and helmet, right?
Yeah.
The Democrats are always trying to play basketball on the football field.
We're going to get to them, Pastor.
They're trying to play tennis on a golf course. They're trying to play volleyball. Come on, when it's supposed to be playing water polo. And that's why Biden, them, as I said, Eric Holder would have bought it on him.
Rick, we got a comment out there for Miss Mary Guillory. We need to stay involved because investigation team are taking a pause and we'll reconvene later. so that they will have a break, hoping the people will forget about this. Exactly right, Ms. Guillory. Thanks for your comment. You are welcome to call in at 832-856-5964 if you'd like to talk directly to us. We don't force you, but we do give you the option and opportunity to talk to two gents on the mic. Thank you again, Miss Mary Guillory. Riggins, you're right. You're right. You know, why? You know what I mean? Just think of when the teacher and the kid in the classroom was, you know, in trouble. Why didn't the kid in the classroom want his mama to know the truth? I mean, this dude is everywhere. And to me, it appears now, this is strictly me, that everything he say, he just dig a deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper hole. You know, I don't need to be convinced that he's in there. I've seen him do enough that to make me never would have anything to do with him, would want to be in the room with him, would want to even shake his hand.
Neither. I don't respect him because and see, even Obama came out today and said he's been trying to respect the office of the president, but he had to push back on what Trump is lying about because I don't respect the office of the president no more.
Yeah, I don't. And Riggins, you and I on the same page. I don't respect the man, so I don't want to be nowhere around him, nowhere close to him, nowhere associated with him. I do not respect him. I do not respect him. I have no respect for him.
Look at that picture on the screen.
Yeah, that's Maxine is in the back. One of them is Maxine in the back. I don't know who the other girl lady is.
Yeah, that's Ghislaine in that white shirt.
But look at what his hand is on that girl.
Yeah, AI didn't create that.
No,
AI didn't create that. The girl sitting on his lap while Trump got a hand between her legs.
And what's his famous words?
I grab him by the pee.
I grab him. And he tries to constantly say that he doesn't.
Let me say something else. Let me say something else, guys. You know how Trump always act like he's so healthy, right? Like lying about he's 100, saying he's 135 pounds and all that, and he's like almost like 293 or more, right? Why all of a sudden now he won't let everybody know he's sick. My legs are swelling. I got a vein problem. He trying to get sympathy to anything to get off the subject. My legs are fat. The blood is going down to my feet. I don't give a care. Be sick as you want to be because you're already sick.
It's a smoking gun somewhere, y'all.
You was fat and sick.
It's a smoking gun.
That's what happened when you have. That's what happened when you have no respect for it.
And you use the restroom on yourself.
Mm.
They called it a SHI show when he was doing The Apprentice. Because they say that on a diaper, he was using the restroom himself, it's stinking there. That on Urban View, they came on Karen Hunter's show and interviewed somebody 3 or 4 years ago about that.
The thing that gets me is that Glass, we're gonna go here to our part of the show because we're gonna have to break this down and tie it back together. You see that character there? That's everything that we've been talking about is a smoking gun. That who could use, Glass? Tell me, who can use that?
Who could use?
But they so lost that they can't even pull the trigger.
Well, we know the crats ain't even capable of it. Hey, Riggins, this should be a slam dunk for them in 2026. They still can't grab a hold to no leverage. And like, hey, you got Gavin Newsom out there that's fighting.
Akeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer. See, Chuck Schumer's scared that somebody gonna tell him something he done. They might not be related to Epstein. See, they're scared to come out because all these guys got some kind of dirt somewhere.
And they act like they
not messing with women. Not messing with women. Not messing with little girls. It might be that they took some back money from somebody. It might be that they had a side something going on, and they're scared if they come jump on Trump, somebody gonna bring out their laundry. So leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Pastor, they so scared. It's just amazing to me.
All right.
You're right. I'm not disagreeing with you, but they so scared that nobody wants to jump on anything. Hell, they might be on the list. As quiet as kept.
Yeah.
It's just sickening because they got an opportunity to take advantage of what's out there.
But the difference between us three is we're not choosing a side, left or right, up or down. We're just saying, hey, the facts are the facts. Let them speak for themselves.
And that's the reason why we tied Epstein to Trump. We had to go by and meticulously tie Epstein to Trump. If we didn't do that, we were doing y'all a disservice. So we at the point at Glass, where we at? We at this point in the show where they can call that number and we'll get you on.
They've thrown everything, including the sink, at Obama. It just has not stuck. It has not stuck. And, you know, he probably knows, and like Riggins said earlier, you know, for this man of high esteem, the most eloquent president that we've had in the last 100 years, okay, for him to come out and speak, who has been punched, boxed, kicked, and everything, for him to come out and make a statement, we know that it's going too dirty now. You don't see Clinton out there saying that. Again, Hakeem Jeffries, you are the minority leader, of the House. Okay, Chuck Schumer, you are the minority leader of the Senate. Neither one of y'all. I mean, it's like, man, the Democrats, which we're not a part of. It's like Riggins. They are too stupid to grab anything because they don't have a message. If the Republicans lose, it's because they didn't do enough to win. Because the Democrats damn sure ain't doing enough to win.
No, the Republicans lose because they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, no, don't even do that, because Glass brought up 2 points, and I'm gonna cover that first point. It's funny because Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries letting Obama pack their load. If you don't want to be in that office, get out of it. Let Jasmine Crockett, I guarantee she'll be saying something about now. I guarantee she ain't gonna get up there and speak for no 8 hours. By the time she got through with what she was gonna say, I guarantee somebody be over there with her, somebody to be defending her. But y'all, what y'all do is y'all want to take them and muzzle them, treat them like them dogs. When they start barking, put a muzzle on them, and then when they start barking, y'all take them down faster than the Republicans do.
Hey, Ron, where's Pelosi at right now?
Oh man, worrying about her husband getting hit up in a helmet.
Yeah, where's Pelosi at right now? Dick Durbin did try to force a vote in the committee, but you know, they're outnumbered. So I give you an A for effort. The point is, Riggins, the same volume of conversation that we having now, why are they not having it, man?
I mean, this is
it should be on every news meter, every news show they can get on.
Yeah, and think about this now. We know this. This is switching a totally different gear. We know that Stephen Colbert has roasted this man every night for 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 years. Do they honestly think and believe that we are going to accept the fact that it's all about money? No, in this contract for the merger, this man done forced them to say, okay, we'll do whatever, but you got to get rid of this man. Yeah. Paramount folded. That's why I canceled my Paramount prescription.
Yeah, but here's the deal. On top of that, you see,
subscription.
It was a bogus lawsuit saying that 60 Minutes favored Kamala Harris over him. See, that's the kind of stuff that Trump does. He sued over an interview that 60 Minutes had with Kamala Harris, and CBS folded in a lawsuit.
But see, he was smart enough because he knew that merger was coming. So I can file a suit, whether it's frivolous or not. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna settle.
Yeah.
But any person that's got a law degree would have been able to tell you, man, there's no merit to this case.
It's a bribe.
Hey, make the announcement of the number, please, while we here.
So if you're out there listening, we're looking at about 8:38 p.m. Central Standard Time. You listen to Two Gents and the Mic with our good friend, good buddy, good ally, A.F. Riggins out there, historian. You can call in at 832-856-5964 if you got any comments, suggestions, or concerns that you want to talk about. We can pause run for a second or two, or we don't need to pause because if the phone rings, we'll just shut up and wait till the caller comes through. I know Mr. Tolliver's out there. Again, our goal is to enlighten and inform. It's not to indoctrinate. It's not to distort and divide. You can take what you want, and you can take none of it at all. But at the end of the day, you can fact check, You can go out and look at it. Nobody's just creating this out of thin air. We're not doing this. We're not paid. We're not paid by anybody, Democrat, Republican, or independent. We just happen to be independent. So we talk about in and everything. So for those who feel like the focus tonight is not what you want, that's fine. Tell us what your focus is. We're going to talk about, the I guess the accusations, Barack. He's not, immune to, being discussed. We know, again, we're talking about Nancy Pelosi. Where are you at? Hakeem, where are you at? James Carville, where are you at? Bill Clinton, where are you at? Schumer, where are you at? Dick Durbin, all of these leaders. What's his name? James Clyburn, where are you at, brother?
Yes, sir.
Where are you at, James Clyburn?
Bernie Sanders, where you at?
But they get mad at AOC, at Jasmine Crockett, at this young new guy that's I think in Texas that may run against John Cornyn or either Mark, not a Rubio. What is his name? Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz.
Beto.
Not Ted Cruz. It's
no, it's
John Cornyn. John Cornyn.
Colin Allred.
Yeah, it's a younger guy. And Riggins, we talked about it last week. What do you think about the impression and the electrifying movement that what is his name? What is his Mandaro?
Yeah.
Mandari?
New York.
New York.
Yeah, that may be a mispronounced name, but because I don't have it on my pad
But
right now.
here's some of the things about him. I think it's Comey. I told you Comey switched parties. He's still in the race, even though he lost in the Democratic race against the guy. He switched to
Cuomo?
Independent.
Cuomo.
Yeah, Cuomo.
Okay.
He switched to an independent, and now he's still gonna try to run against the guy. He's calling the guy a socialist and all kind of names and everything like that. But if you didn't win, it's almost like if you didn't win in your race, why are you coming back and you're gonna split the vote? And that's all they're gonna do is split the vote.
Because they power. Well, see, him and Adams both are going to be running as independent. So they're going to be pulling from each other. I think the guy's going to win regardless because young people, they are, Riggins, we've said this long, many years ago. Those that came up in the 80s era, the rappers, they're not tolerating stuff. They accept things differently than the way the forefathers did. This guy may end up, he's got a movement behind him. He's got people that, that's really, getting to know who he really is and not what the media message is about him. So at the end of the day, to start the mess and divide the people, this guy's out there hitting and he's doing a good job. Now, I don't know anything about him. I hadn't done a whole lot of research on him, but I have seen him talk. I have seen him stand up. I have seen him be able to pivot away from this person over here saying, okay, well, you want to talk about all this to distract. Well, here's what I'm talking about, these issues. You can call him a Democratic socialist, what he wants to or not. I'd rather for him to be a Democratic socialist than a Republican racist.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather for him to be a Democratic socialist than a Republican rapist. I'd rather him be a Democratic socialist than to be an ignorant fool. I'd rather for him to be a Democratic socialist than to be the devil.
That's right.
So, I mean, hey.
Glass, ain't nobody gonna disagree with you, but here's Comey's argument. Comey's argument is that Cuomo. I'm glad I got these people on here because I mess up their name. But here's his argument. He said only 40% of the people turned out in that election cycle. And what he did was he pointed back to it's over 1 million people. So when the main election comes out, it's 1 million voters still out there that can come back in too.
But Ron, think about it.
People that live in New York.
Think about it now. But think about it. If he had won this race, that same 40% he's talking about, he wouldn't even be worried about it.
I understand. I'm with you. I'm just telling you.
Remember, the loser is trying to change the narrative because he is now of the same as what the people that we're talking about tonight. This man want to win.
Who was the other person that went behind Trump? I don't want to mess up his name. He was the black guy that was the New York mayor.
Eric Adams. Adams?
He's supposed to be running as an independent too.
Yeah, he's running as an independent.
But Cuomo, what's his name?
Cuomo.
Cuomo said that he Well, supposedly he gave him a call and they talked. He's trying to get him to drop out of the race. But you know that fool ain't gonna drop
But
out.
here's the thing, Ron. But again, let's take that position. If Eric Adams is now the current mayor, why would he get out of race for a person who not the mayor run for office? That who just got beat. Politics, like you said, Riggins, from the outset, it's strange, it's demonic, it's all about power. Yeah. It has absolutely nothing to do with taking care of the least of these. It has absolutely nothing to do with taking care of kids to get an education. It has all to do with greed, greed, greed.
That's right. That's why I told you it was hard for me to run for office. Now on a local level.
Thank you, Mary. I see it, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get.
Come on.
But it just shows you how politics, how we can manipulate, how they manipulate politics, and they come up with all of these scenarios and everything. But
Ron,
they
manipulate the uninformed. They manipulate the ignorant, which means that you're unaware. They manipulate those who may say, well, I don't like politics, or it ain't important to me. It doesn't affect me. Well, everything they do affects you.
If you don't
somebody
believe
that you know.
Mm-hmm. If you don't believe it, wait till after these midterm elections are over and everything go into effect.
Oh, Ron, bro, you know I gotta say it. You know I gotta say it again tonight. You know I gotta say it. If we don't win in 2026, it's over.
Because see, what can happen is this.
It's over.
In 2026, they could try to reverse some of that stuff, but then Trump will try to veto the reverse. But if we have enough to override the veto, we can reverse some of that stuff.
Right.
Or they could try to limit some of the effect of it and push us to 2028 that we have to have a Democratic president back. Because JD Vance is gonna be JD Vance gonna be on the ballot if Trump not on it, because Trump can't be on it, and his excuse gonna be sick. Because he already be on it, so he's gonna say, I'm sick.
And remember, the same thing that they said about Mitt Romney is the same thing that this man is doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand. Romney wasn't the chosen one. You see, Romney wouldn't go out and do all of this stuff that this person, because he was a Republican. I didn't really. I like Romney as a person. I think some of his policies that he had, I could mess with those. But I wouldn't have voted for him. Now, if it came down to him and this thing we got in office right now, I'd have been out campaigning for Romney.
Yeah.
No,
Bush. But those guys like Jeb Bush got ran over by Trump the very first debate.
Right.
Ooh, didn't he?
And got out of there
like a freight train.
Run over because they didn't expect this loudmouth, lying, crazy guy talking about blood was coming out of our eyes and all that stuff. They're like, oh, he's not, because they want to be polite in politics. You can't be polite in politics. You can't be polite. You gotta get down in the dirt with them and then come out on top and do what you gotta do. The thing about Obama was tough. No, he never did anything like he knew how to handle folk that was dirty.
He was skilled.
And the reason why he was because he lost when he ran for Congress. He lost the first time he ran, I think, for senator of Illinois.
Yeah, so, against what's the black guy name? He's dead and gone.
Rush.
Yeah, Rush. Bobby Rush.
Bobby Rush. You lost to him for Congress, I think. I don't know he lost for Senate who he ran against.
Hey, Spikes, we don't, you know, Riggins and I got a head full of history. So if it's a name out there, we probably know it.
Yeah, right. I know y'all gonna call it. I'm a butcher it. I might know the fact. I might know how it got there and butcher the name. Y'all know I'm skillful at doing that.
Yeah, but by the time Obama won and he only was in the Senate for 2 years, he was primed to run for president. Because through his losing is how he found out. Remember they threw Jeremiah Wright at him?
Yep.
Guess what? Guess who right now? Jeremiah Wright.
Yep.
They threw Jeremiah Wright at him and they were like, oh, this is going to kill Obama's presidency. And he had to run away from Jeremiah Wright, so to speak, almost. Guess who right now? Put Jeremiah Wright on stage right now and let him talk. Because what Trump is what Jeremiah Wright was warning us of.
Yeah.
Hey, Glass.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the comments, the call-in number, and
I don't see any comments out there. I thought maybe Miss Guillory would call in, but 832-856-5964. Run again. two gents to the mic. We're talking tonight about the Epstein
Project 2025. That's right. Everything you see going on that Trump has put into that bill, the big beautiful bill, came out of Project 2025.
You know what, Ron? Not mean to cut you off, Rick. I'm really impressed. I don't know who the Giuffre lady is. No disrespect, but it tells me that some people are paying attention. They are aware of things that are going on. They are aware of the things that are actually affecting us. You're right, Riggins. This Project 2025 is the mantra for getting rid of what used to be and making it what is now. And the Bible always say what has been is now, what is now has been. So if we don't win in 2026, it's over with.
Yeah,
it's over with, Ron. Because look what he's trying to do. Luckily, there are a few people that's kind of stalling. They're retiring from the Senate. They're retiring from the Republican, the House of Representatives. So it's kind of like throwing roadblocks in that, Riggins, wouldn't you say? But if we got to get enough House to secure us on the House and the Senate, if not both, one or the other, I would much rather we take back the House, Riggins. What you say, the House or the Senate?
yes, sir. The House, both, but really the House. But that's why he's trying to redistrict Texas.
Yes, sir.
He's trying to X out some seats, but then the governor of New Jersey said, "Go ahead, I'll redistrict New Jersey and give you some more Democrats that way."
Hey, Rick, we got to put a fight. You can no longer go in the boxing ring trying to talk your way out of it. You got to fight, Ron. You got to box your way out of this ring. All of this laughing and joking and trying to go behind the scenes and negotiate, man, that's out the door. These thugs ain't they thugs.
I heard the way they played football in the 70s. When they played football in the 70s, they said they bought brass knuckles and all that out there on the football field, hitting each other down in the trenches and hitting each other in the private parts and breaking each other's jaw. Well, guess what? That's what you got to do in politics. You can't come out trying to play a clean game. You better go out there and fight.
Riggins, just a disclaimer. We're not talking about violence. We're not talking about violence. We're not talking about that. We're talking about getting motivated. We're talking about using your brain. We're talking about getting your real ID. We're talking about getting electrified, getting motivated. Get out there and vote. Vote for a candidate that's going to dismantle some of the stuff that's going on so you can have some of your privileges and your freedoms back. Because at the end of the day, they're going for some other people now.
Yeah.
But before it's over, I heard somebody talking about they got a video of McCarthy and McConnell talking about bringing back slavery. And I just heard it on D.L. Hughley's page right before the show came on. I tried to share, but the lady, Jill Jones, who used to be one of Prince's girls, she had it shared. So I'm going to try to get it and send it. So it's just a lot of backdoor deals, Ron. We can't go in doing what we used to do.
But we also, you and Pastor brought up some good points too. Yeah, they after the Hispanics right now. But after they get through with the Hispanics, there's a possibility they could come right after us. You better get your paperwork, get your passport, get your birth certificate now, because they might shut down the birth certificate department just so you don't have one.
I got mine. I'm gonna tell you what though.
I got mine the first day it came out, Ron. When my first time renewing, I got mine then. And hey, it may be harder, but I can promise you, Ron, what Mama went through, I'm not going through it.
Me either.
I'm not going through it. It's a
I'm not
great
going through it. Even if I got to move to Canada, I'm not going through it.
Yeah, it's a grade waiting for me. I'm not going through it. I know what freedom is like.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I ain't going back.
And then the other thing is that we have to realize that people fought for us to be here.
Right.
People gave their lives. People were set up. If you go back and look, we was talking about Dr. Martin Luther King. He was set up. They set him up to be killed.
Right. Yeah,
they set him up to be killed.
And then
Malcolm X, they set him up to be killed.
Edgar Evans, what's his name?
Medgar Evans, yeah.
Medgar Evans.
They set him up to be killed. Everybody that disagreed with J. Edgar Hoover, somehow they disappeared.
Keep your mouth shut, boy.
Yeah. Don't look me in the eye, boy. Don't look me in the eye. Look down. Mind your business. Say yes, sir. But tell you what, I've been wanting to say this for a long time. I'm gonna say it right now. I ain't nobody's porch monkey. I ain't nobody's porch monkey.
Hey man, I love it.
You know what a porch monkey is? You ever seen a porch monkey?
Yeah.
You know what that is? Ron, do you know what that is?
No, I'm trying to listen.
Okay, so you go to Louisiana. Baron know what I'm talking about. You ride through them small towns, and there'll be a statue of a black man sitting on the porch with a fishing rod. Just a statue, or like big old half-size statue of a black man, dark, with a little fishing rod, or a little doodad or something sitting on the porch. May have a little fiddle playing. That's called a porch monkey.
Hey, Ron, you know what?
Symbolizing that you sit on the porch and you be quiet.
Hey, homie, you're gonna learn some history here.
Hey, I'm telling you, and I'm nobody's porch monkey. I'm not sitting on nobody's porch and being quiet. I'm not sitting on the porch of the schoolhouse. I'm not sitting on the porch of the church house. I'm not sitting on the porch of the city house. I'm not sitting on the porch of the White House. Because I'm nobody's porch monkey.
Riggins, we love
look
everybody.
It up. Look for the images. Put porch monkey in Google and look it up, Ron, and put it up there. Put the images up there.
Of what?
Put porch monkey in Google right now and hit image.
I'm gonna see if I can get it. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Now, I'm telling you, they want you to be quiet. Sit on the porch.
Yeah, well, we look
at you don't have to use Uncle Tom. You don't have to go tell on nobody. You don't have to try to get nobody in trouble. You just shut your mouth and be quiet and fish off the porch.
I think we got about 4 minutes and well, actually four minutes exactly. We're looking at an hour and 25-minute broadcast right now. We try to take it about an hour and 30 minutes. You listen to two gents to the mic. Ron, I hope you can find that info. If not, we will open next week's show with that, and we'll come back.
It'll be there next week. It'll be the first thing that we bring up next week.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
have you seen that Baron in Louisiana?
Oh, yeah. I know. I was going to tell you that there. You know what a Paul parrot is?
Yeah.
You know, they used to have one in a certain area, and every time you go through, it's the niggas are coming. The niggas are coming. Hey, bro, I'm telling you. So I'm not. I love people.
A parakeet. Yeah, a parakeet.
Yeah, I love. Well, it's the Paul parrot. You know, it's got the big old, luxurious wings and all that. But my point is, nobody only advocates violence. All of us are professionals. What we do is we talk about those things that are taking place. We're going to continue to talk about it. We're going to continue to try to inform and enlighten. We're not going to distort the message nor divide the people. Again, you're looking at about hour and 27 minutes. Riggins, we got about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. So if you want to go on, close us out and take us out, man.
So Glass, let me just say this before Riggins closes out, and I need to point this out. I'm gonna point this out all the way as we go through this whole thing. As we get on every show, the media may not be saying what you want to hear through mainstream media. Their direction might be a little bit different than what ours is. We come on here and we might start off one way, and we're willing to shift gears and go another direction in which you might want to go. But if you don't start taking care and educating yourself right now and educating your kids, if you got any kids around 15, 16 years old, those kids gonna be of age to vote soon. You need to get them educated, bring them into it. Pamela, what's her name? Melanie Salisbury, one of our first shows, Black Voters Matter. You need to start educating our kids and helping them push their vote over, because their vote is going to count. Pastor, I give it to you. And
yes, Baron, you have any?
No.
Man, look here. I get excited, and but I'm gonna tell her how I feel it. And tonight I felt like saying what I said at the end, because they want you to be quiet. The guy Wayne Wright came in and told us, why we're talking about this. Let's talk about a bum in the gays. That's crazy. There's nothing to do with what Trump is doing. Something illegal. So it goes back in the full circuit. I'm going to cry loud. The Bible says, cry loud and spare not. See, what you hear inside the house, shout it from the rooftop.
Come on, Riggins.
Pastor, I want to interrupt you, because Mary Guillory hit us 3 times. I don't want nobody to think that we ain't paying attention. Glass, you take these real quick and give it back.
I can't see them.
I'm bringing them up.
Okay, we need to get everyone involved, churches, senior citizens, our children 18 and above. They are after all of us.
Yes, right. That was she was talking.
Even working people who Project 2025 is affecting all people.
Mm-hmm.
we need our churches to get involved.
Right. And that's what we're doing. That's why I'm here. I'm here to push our churches. I represent what we call a church community. What I preach on Sunday is about Jesus Christ saving you. But what I do on Tuesday night is once you say you're a believer or you're trying to find who God is, you can't be no effective to salt of the earth or the light of the world if you hide your head in the sand and don't get involved. And that's why we're here tonight. And thanks for those comments. And what we hear in the house, we got to shout it from the rooftop. Mm-hmm. We can't be silent to tell the truth, to move our people. If in every corner, in every neighborhood of just 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 voters are moved to the polls, we could tip the balance. That's what we're trying to do. Let's pray. Father, I thank you for the opportunity to share tonight, to be involved. Thank you for even our listeners being involved with us tonight. Sensitive topic. We're not trying to parade or make any hay off the fact that innocent girls were abused. But we want to expose what's happening, what's really going on at the top of our government. So there might be a change. We can't change it from the top up, from the top down. We got to change it from the bottom up. And that's why we're here. I thank you for 2 gents. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to have the mic. We thank you for what you're doing and that we can impact our community, our city, and our world. We leave this platform, but not your presence. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. I want to say thank God, thank God, thank God. I see the Deuces sign up there. Pastor don't have on the tie, so I see Glass and pulled off his tie already. So it's time to go, and we really appreciate everybody that comments on the show. Please continue to listen. We'll be on next Tuesday. Not
before then, unless some breaking news come out.
Unless something come out that we
need to man, if something break, we're gonna ride it. We're gonna break it all the way down.
Yeah, one day you're gonna see all of us on Pastor Regan's horses out there. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good time. We enjoyed you. Good night, everybody.